Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the neighborhood. Again, thank you guys for joining me, for watching the videos. For any of you that have subscribed, liked, feel free to make comments. So today, I want to talk about apologies. A lot of times it's very difficult for people to do, to just say, I apologize, my bad, I didn't mean to hurt you, I'm sorry. And the question that I have is why? Why do we have issues with being able to admit that we're wrong? Mending those relationships and being able to come back together and be in community or friendship or relationship or just neighbors, to be able to do that. If we're wrong, we're wrong. And let's figure out why we don't want to say, I didn't mean to hurt you, or I'm sorry, I apologize. There's tons of songs that are associated with apologies. And two that come to mind for me are Anita Baker, I Apologize. And then the one, Baby, I'm Ready. I can't remember the artist right now, but that's a part of it where they're saying that they're sorry for what they did wrong. And I think it takes strength to admit when you're wrong. It takes courage to admit that you did something wrong and to acknowledge it and to apologize. I don't think the strength is in not admitting it or not saying something. The strength, the courage, and the wanting to mend relationships comes in that apology or comes with the apology. So let's work on that. Let's work on being able to admit that we were wrong. Again, nothing wrong with it. I will say for me personally, I have apologized to my kids. There are going to be things that we do as parents that affect our children that we may not realize, no matter what it may be. So it may be you raise your voice at them and they're like, you yelled at me. And then so it's just, you know what, I'm really sorry for that. I didn't mean to create any trauma, any drama, any lasting negative impact on your life. And I think that that's great to do and great to say. And my kids also know that we can talk about things, right? We can talk about it. And I would rather have this open, respectful communication because I'm going to talk to them respectfully and I expect them to speak to me respectfully as well. But again, when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I have made a point, especially as they are older and they are adults, to go back and ask them. So what was something that I did wrong? Or what was something that maybe have created trauma for you? And let's talk through that. And if I need to say I'm sorry, if I need to apologize, I am more than happy to do that because relationship with my children is really important to me. Now, I won't say that we have perfect relationships all the time because, again, respect is still a part of it for me. I'm going to respect you. I expect you to respect me. But you can't come to me and say, hey, something made me feel uncomfortable, or maybe I didn't like something. And then we can talk it through. If it's something that I feel like, okay, I understand that you don't like that, and I can appreciate you coming to me with that, but I can't apologize for it, then we talk through it, right? So I'm not always going to say I was wrong. I'm not going to always say that, I was right. There's just a balance of it, but I do want to have the conversation. I do want to have the acknowledgement, and I do want to try to mend where I can and when I can. And I'll apologize at work, again, at home with my kids, neighbors, if there's something that I've done wrong. I really feel convicted about it and I want to make amends. And again, you can't do with everybody because sometimes, and let me turn this back on ourselves, if somebody apologizes to you, you do sometimes don't want to accept their apology. You might say it's not good enough or it's too late, and that's fine. You are more than welcome to say, that's not enough for me. But have something in your mind that would be enough. And if it's nothing, if it's never going to be okay and you're just going no contact, that's fine as well. You have the grace to do that. But if there's something specific that this person needs to do or to say, then tell them, again, having the communication. Otherwise, they don't know, right? And if somebody does something, we don't want to leave it up to them to guess what they did or why we're upset with them. We want to be able to, again, have some communication, have conversation. Life is easier today because we have text. Of course, you have email. If you don't want to actually call the person or see them face to face, you can just text them and, hey, that made me uncomfortable. Or, no, I can't accept your apology right now. But I also do think that we owe it to ourselves to understand what that healing looks like, or what that would look like for us to be okay. And again, if your okay is that I'm never going to talk to you again, then that's your okay. But I don't know about just holding them. Like if they keep coming back and apologizing, well, you need to do this, and they do that, and you come back and go, well, that's not good enough. And then they do the next thing, and you still say that's not good enough. Then that's when you get to a place where I'm going to say that that's not okay. Give them ask them. If they ask you, tell them. And if you have something specific that would make you feel better, or that you need or want, and present that to them. And if they can do it, then they, hopefully they will. And if they can't, then you guys will have that conversation. But that to me is the wholeness and the completeness of apologizing. It's one person being able to apologize and one person being to accept or decide that they can decline that and just say, I appreciate the apology, but that's not going to be okay with me. And that can be the end of it for you. But still, let's make the apologies to one another, and then figure out what it takes to accept it. So anyway, that's what I wanted to come in and talk to you guys about today. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you later.